Did you know a 2018 study showed half of prenatal vitamins tested had unacceptable levels of heavy metals? I'm Kat, mother of 3 and founder of Ritual. When I was 4 months pregnant, I couldn't find a prenatal I could trust, so I created my own. Ours is made traceable, third-party tested for heavy metals, and recently earned the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project. But don't just take my word for it. Get 25% off at ritual.com/prenatal.
Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben for another new episode today. And wow, the weather has changed. Well, it's been an absolutely atrocious day. It's absolutely chucked it down, as we would say here in Yorkshire. It's been an awful wet day. So basically I've not managed to do any jobs out in the garden today, as I went to the supermarket to get some compost. I didn't know it was going to rain, but I went to get some compost because I'd bought a load of seeds the other day, as I mentioned in my podcast. And I thought, I'll try and get these done today. So obviously the weather made me sow all my seeds today. So I've been stuck in my shed sowing my seeds. Some of them, I'll probably think that it's possible that it might be a bit too late for them. But we'll give them a shot and give them a try. There's no harm in trying. Obviously, you're losing money by paying for the seeds and the compost. But I'm one of these guys that'll just experiment and give it a go. So what have we been sowing today? Well,
did you know a 2018 study showed half of prenatal vitamins tested had unacceptable levels of heavy metals? I'm Kat, mother of 3 and founder of Ritual. When I was 4 months pregnant, I couldn't find a prenatal I could trust, so I created my own. Ours is made traceable, third-party tested for heavy metals, and recently earned the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project. But don't just take my word for it. Get 25% off at ritual.com/prenatal.
We've sown some more lettuce, some more beetroot. We've sown some more climbing beans, because hopefully then these ones will produce a bit later than the ones that I've got in the ground at the moment, because the ones in the ground are growing fast. We've also planted some more cucumbers, because I've not got as many cucumber plants as I'd hoped. So I planted some more cucumbers. We've also planted some sweet corn. Again, possibly too late. It does say on the packet up to May to plant them. So we're giving it a try. We're giving it a shot. It's no harm's lost if we don't get any sweet corn from them. But we want to give it a try, because the more sweet corn we grow, the better. And hopefully get some fantastic produce. But we are getting at a time when I'm going to be starting to harvest all my lettuce now. So we need some more lettuce growing for when that's ready, so that we keep the continuous crop growing. And again, the same with the beetroot. I planted that a few weeks ago outside, so hopefully it will get a continuous crop rather than it just all being ready at the same time. So then I've got some all through the summer, which is what I want really, because that's the thing about growing in allotments. Sometimes you just plant all the same stuff at the same time rather than a continuous crop. So once you've picked it, it's finished with. So if you're wanting continuous crops on your allotment and in your garden, you need to keep that flow of sowing the seeds. And certain stuff you can do that with, like your spring onions, your lettuce, your carrots, your beetroot, your radish. These are the things that will continue to keep cropping right up until end of September, beginning of October. And I've also heard the forecast today. We are in for an expected 50 days worth of rain. Who believes that? Let me know. Let me know if you believe that. But we'll believe it when we see it. But so far, we have had a lot of rain in the UK. And
did you know a 2018 study showed half of prenatal vitamins tested had unacceptable levels of heavy metals? I'm Kat, mother of 3 and founder of Ritual. When I was 4 months pregnant, I couldn't find a prenatal I could trust, so I created my own. Ours is made traceable, third-party tested for heavy metals, and recently earned the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project. But don't just take my word for it. Get 25% off at ritual.com/prenatal.
every time when I'm posting stuff on my Instagram and my Facebook, everybody's commenting saying, we just want the rain to stop. We just want them to stop so that we can do some growing. But we have had a few sunny days here in Sheffield, so I am glad it's actually rained today. Then I didn't have to water outside because I don't like watering. That's the worst job that I absolutely hate doing, is watering my allotment. So that saved me a job there. So hopefully tomorrow I'm going to start preparing some more areas for planting stuff out, because like I said, I've bought some spring onions. I'm going to sow them directly into the soil, and yeah, hopefully get some spring onions growing and possibly plant some radish out. So hopefully we'll get some radish growing as well and keep them growing, but we'll see how we get on. And I want to plant some more flowers outside, some more summer bedding, as I want to keep the bees happy, keep them coming around my allotment. So we need to go and get some summer bedding to fill the gaps where all my spring flowers were. And yep, I've done something what you shouldn't actually do. I've trimmed back all my spring bulbs, because I do hate it once they've died back and I just see all the leaves. And you're not meant to trim them back. You're meant to let them all die back naturally. But I've just trimmed them back. So if I lose them, I lose them. And we'll see if they grow next year. Fingers crossed they still do grow next year. But hopefully I've not lost the bulbs from doing that. I've done it a few times and I still keep getting bulbs popping up. So hopefully I won't have ruined my spring displays. But if not, we're going to be planting a load more bulbs come November time. I'll probably be still planting a load of bulbs anyway, as there's some areas that I do need to plant some spring bulbs in for next year. But that's later on for in the year. But apart from that, everything else seems to be growing really well. We've lost a lot of my brassicas because I didn't net them up at the time and the pigeons have ate them and destroyed them. But the other stuff seems to be taking well. The runner beans are growing well. The pumpkin plants have taken. The courgette plants have taken. The peas are growing well. And the lettuce is doing absolutely fantastic. So we're getting some great crops down at the plot. And I'm definitely looking forward to all my fruit this year. The strawberries are starting to grow, and obviously all this rain will help them swell and get them growing bigger. So hopefully we'll get some good crops of strawberries. But again, the same with strawberries, you need to start netting them up soon, because when they start going ripe, that's when the birds will come down and peck at them and eat them all. So make sure you net them over to stop any birds from coming and pinching them. So hopefully we'll be back down at the allotment tomorrow. I'm writing my little list of jobs that I need to do, because I'm back on night shift on Thursday. So hopefully we can get on and crack on and get some work done. And obviously I'm going to keep you updated, and hopefully we're going to have a few more podcasts coming up soon. Soon we'll be doing our podcast for what to plant in June. So stay tuned for that. I didn't post my May episode of what to plant in May this month, so I do apologise. But we'll be back with our what to plant in June episode. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you're not following us, do give us a follow, and then you'll get to stay up to date with it all. I hope you're enjoying that the podcasts are back. And like I said, I've got this new equipment now, so it is sounding a lot better on the phone to listen to, or wherever you listen to it to. So yeah, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.